Try to go get some tacos at Wardlow.
Oh,
There's a lot of stuff I
oh.
gotta do.
See, I'm gonna do there's a taco stand right up the hill right here called Kiko's. Best freaking ceviche I've ever had, man. It's so freaking
I wish
good.
I could eat seafood.
Nah,
I can't eat seafood.
Nah.
It jacks me all up. I think as I started getting older, I was like, man, it started affecting me differently.
right? I know what you mean by that too. I started to realize that with some of the foods that I'm eating. I'm like, dang, I used to eat this all the time when I was a kid. What the hell?
Dude, I'm like, I used to be able to have the oysters.
Yeah.
And now it's like any seafood I get, like my fingers start getting all swollen. And I'm just like,
Oh, yeah.
It's all jacked up, and I'm like, dude, what happened?
Yeah, what's going on here? This is
40
my
years
shit.
old. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude. But yeah, I can't be doing it anymore. Do you have headphones?
I only got the one pair at the moment.
Okay. Oh, good. That's right. Test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Testes. 1, 2. That's right. Back.
Oh, for sure, man. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thrivecast. This is Stuart Joseph, and I'm joined in studio with my friend Ruben Torres. Ruben, how you doing, man?
Good, brother, man. Thanks for having me back. It's a pleasure.
Hey, man, last time, ladies and gentlemen, I know you guys remember the name because right before Christmas we had Ruben on, but somebody forgot to turn the volume up on the mixer, putting myself out there right now, and we recorded the whole interview, had a really good conversation going, and there was nothing to, I believe somebody called you on the phone too. It was like, I just hear dead air. So we apologize for that. We definitely want to make sure that you guys get that, get the nuts and bolts of what we were talking about in that interview. I know we were promoting the toy drives that you guys were doing back at that time. So obviously we can't promote those toy drives anymore because they're already passing by. But how were they, man?
We'll promote this year's.
Yeah, we'll get them in advance, right?
Yeah, way in advance.
We're 25% through the new year already, man.
Yeah, right. No, it was good, man. It was our 5th annual toy drive, and my first one in Modesto, California, Central Valley, and I didn't know what to expect, man, but it was some good turnouts. We had a write-up in Modesto Bee, which is like the big newspaper. It's like the Sacramento Bee, but in Modesto.
Right.
And we had a ton of people come out, some great art. We had a graffiti battle in the back. We had riders from Fresno, Modesto, Oakland, Sacramento, Stockton, from everywhere that just came out to be a part of it. I think we had like a total of 9 graffiti artists, and it was beautiful, man. Just to see like the community come together and like, what is this?
Yeah.
And we did it right there at the clubhouse that we shared with the Soldiers of the Cross Ministry. And it was cool, man. We got a bunch of toys for the gospel mission.
Yeah.
It's like the homeless mission out there, and I believe in what they're doing big time. And it's it's just a beautiful thing, man. So. It was our first really Love Thy Neighbor event that we had there. Hopefully some more to come. But we had a couple here.
You guys had something at the next to the World Beach Center, right?
Yeah. It was our second time doing it at the Central Cultural, and they always show us man love. And I think I still got some stuff there that I got to go pick up some stuff there. But it was cool, man. We actually did it for the training center, and it was before I even knew I was even going to be there.
Right.
And the year prior, I actually put some stuff aside for Dennis and to take back to the guys because I've always had just love for that piece, and I always felt like, man, Dennis is doing God's work, and he's doing that. That was way before I even knew I was going to team up with him and be there and help him out with that. But,
yeah, and I remember when we were talking back in December, you were like, you were here. You're from San Diego, but you were like, man, I want to move back, but I haven't moved back. But what about now, man? Now you're back down here, right?
Yeah, I'm back here. I've been here, I want to say about a week or so. And I think I got here like the 5th. And literally, man, I drove in, got here probably like 2, 3 in the morning,
And then you got a Facebook message from me like, "Hey, you ready to get in the studio?"
No, and then yeah, I took a nap in my car for a little bit. First thing I did was go and get my haircut because I was missing my barber.
Right.
You know? So I went, I got my haircut, and then drove straight into didn't take a nap or nothing. Just took a quick shower, and then went down to the training center and checked in. And I said, "Let's do this."
Yeah.
So the day I got here, I just I wanted to kind of just go and get stuff home with that, man. It's been crazy, man. I've been wanting to team up with a lot of people, since I got here, and I haven't had a chance to. Just kind of been searching out like a new church home, just knew everything, man. Trying to find a place to rent, and just the whole thing, man.
Yeah.
So it's
I know how it is when you're looking for a place to rent, man.
Yeah.
It's like, dang.
So I apologize to everybody that I haven't hooked up with yet, but there's a ton of art shows that I wish I would have gone to, and I just haven't been able to go.
The important thing is though is you're back, so there's plenty of time to connect with people. You know what I mean?
Connect is what we do, man. And to me, like San Diego's my home.
Yeah.
I love what's going on in Modesto, and my boy Bo, he's up there. He's a connector, man. He is truly the epitome of love that neighborhood, what love that neighborhood is. And it's just, he's like a mentor to me. So just to have him, on my side, and I know he has my back, and what we're doing, we're on the same page. So he's still going into the juvenile halls we were talking about earlier. We're doing the juvenile halls on Sundays, and he's still doing that. And we're hoping to still do a big Love That Neighborhood event in one of the parks there. So there's still some stuff going on. So I'm just not San Diego. I'm Cali.
Yeah.
So I hope that's what makes.
He's up and down the 5 all day, every day.
So I was telling you earlier, I had some people like, "Hey man," kind of approaching me about like, "You don't rep San Diego anymore." And I'm like,
Do you think that is because you're back down here and you're like all your posts, you're like really happy to be back down here. You're doing a lot, like every single day. You're almost at the training center, volunteering, doing whatever you got to do over there with Dennis. And how's that been for you, man? Like when you go there, how's the feeling there, man?
I didn't know what to expect at first because you go there and you see the environment, and I'm like, man, like you feel love. You know what I'm saying? And the staff there, they're really about transformation. They want to see lives being transformed. So I was just attracted to what's going on there. But when I showed up, I didn't know what to expect.
Right.
So I just started having one-on-one conversations with some of the guys, and it's one of those things where there's like 40-something guys there, and everybody has a different personality and a different reason why they're there, and all these stories, man. And I'd love to get all their stories.
Yeah.
But I talk to some of these guys and I encourage them, and I'm just there just to be just to be an ear, man. They let me hear your story out. But as I share like stuff that's going on in my life or stuff that I've been through, or if I have any word of encouragement, all these guys are coming up and, "Oh, Ruben, you're such a blessing, man. I'm glad you're here." And I'm like, dude, it's the opposite. Like, you guys are blessing me. Like,
right.
I'm glad I'm here. And I think spiritually, it's a good strengthening for me to be there, to be around guys who are doing ministry, and just to be able to share little stuff, little nuggets that I've learned. It's been a blessing to me because I didn't think, man, who wants to hear my story? Like, these guys,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been to prison, and I wasn't a drug addict, so I'm like, who's gonna? These guys can't relate to my story, but I always find something, man. Whether it's loss of a family member or abandonment through a father, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Divorce, anything. So it's stuff that God uses your pain and turns it into a purpose.
Yeah. So
I've been there, and Dennis is going 1,000 miles an hour, so I hardly ever see him, but he's out trying to expand what vision is.
Yeah.
So I'm just there, just trying to learn from the ground up, and I'm not trying to get no crazy high up position at the moment. I'm just like, look, just put me in, right? Because I want to learn from the bottom up,
right?
What is going on, how things run, how things work, and then I can kind of find my niche.
It's a beautiful place to connect with too, man. Because like, you know, we had Dennis on here a couple weeks ago on the Thrivecast show, and you know, one of the things that I really liked about what he was saying is when he created a training center, he created it to take the people that quote unquote destroyed the community, and now those same people are back trying to rehab the community or rehabilitate it and make the community better and stronger.
Well, the training center is it's a place for recovery and transformation. That's what the training center is. He's got Off the Streets, which is the same people that go through the program or have been through the program. He disciples them and trains them into, okay, now you're ready to go and hit the streets, and they go do curfew sweeps, and they got the X Fest, and they got all these different things that go on outside of the training center. But the training center is the cornerstone of it all. Like that's like the mothership.
The baby,
yeah, that's it. So you know, I'm not really involved in all the other stuff yet. I've done, you know, with Dennis years ago. I used to do the youth diversion program at San Diego PD. But right now, I'm just, you know, I'm like, man, I just want to see more programs coming into the training center, and hopefully, you know, I'm going to be able to present some of that stuff. So, you know, I kind of put the word out a couple times, like, hey, you know, any artists want to come out and do some art lessons or just hang with the guys, you know, and bring that back out of them, you know, music, art, any of that stuff. It's going to keep the guys busy, which in return, when they're busy, they're not thinking about wanting to go get high or wanting to go get in trouble with the boys again and get locked up. And, you know, I think the important thing is just keeping their minds busy and keeping their noses clean, because
stay occupied.
It's easy to get caught up. And when we went to Soledad State Prison, I was invited there for an art show that they did. I was one of the guest judges. We got a chance to talk to the warden, and the warden said, whatever you guys want to do to come back in and bring positivity, and do it. The more art that these guys are doing, the less trouble they get in.
Yes.
And he said it's self-rehabilitating. So he was like, man, if you guys are—
That's beautiful to hear that from Soledad, which is one of, like,
it's a tough—
that's not
a tough place.
You're there for, you know,
something serious. You know?
And so that's really good to hear the warden saying, you know, we're looking for a more positive, you know, to bring more positivity and help rehabilitate.
And art is part of that, you know. And, so, you know, to me, I'm like, man, you know, any artist I know in San Diego, it's been tough, you know, because it's a faith-based program, and a lot of people shy away from that. You know, I'm just looking for some soldiers that ain't scared to jump into something like that. You know what I'm saying? So some people shy away, and it's a Christian thing, and it's, you know, whatever it is, you know, it's teaching over there. Like, I don't want to do that. There's some people like, dude, I don't care, man. Let's go help some people. Because bottom line, it's
it might be it might come from a religion, but it's not trying to make you, you know what I'm saying, come into this.
And, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, not to get into all the politics of it, but, you know, it's one of, like, hey, Black Lives Matter, or hey, Chicano Lives Matter, and Latin. It's like, hey, all lives matter.
Right.
Who's saying all lives matter? Let's change some lives. Let's be a part of changing some lives and some true transformation that's going on. And that place is doing it, you know. And you know, I see it on an everyday basis. Guys that are hungry to want to learn more about the Bible. And they want to clean themselves up. And they don't want to go back to prison. And they want a new relationship with their kids, or a restoration with their wives, and, you know, get remarried and do the whole thing. And that's where I can come in, because I understand that. You know, I just got my family back. So to me, it's a big deal, man. Like, men standing up to be men, because ultimately, the men in the community is what is going to change the community. So if you're not taking a stand to be a man and to be the priest of your home and to teach your kids the right way, then it's just a vicious circle of, like, what we're just talking about. You know, all the gang violence that just went down this week.
Yes.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like, there's just murders and you know, right there in Barrio Logan, man. You know,
right in front of a church.
Right in front of the statue of the feet of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, and so
you gotta wonder, like, I don't know, for me, maybe I'm just a weirdo, but I'm sitting here, I'm wondering, I'm like, I'm not a very religious person, but I've always been, but I've always been like, you know, like back in the day when I was a kid, I would never smoke a joint in front of, like, you know, if I saw a statue of Jesus or something, because I was afraid of something might happen. Like, you committed a murder in front of the statue of Jesus. Like,
it's a whole nother level, man. It's some cold-blooded, you know. I mean, everyone is raised differently. You know what I'm saying? And once you go so far off the deep end, you lose that respect for not just religion, but the culture
for yourself, really.
Because especially right there in Chicano Park, it's like that place has gone through such a positive change. Man, why do you want to? You know what I'm saying? Do something so negative and you find such a.
That's what I'm saying. Like we just had Lucky Two Tears Morales on the show a couple weeks ago, and he started he literally was doing these walks from Chicano Park to National City every single freaking Sunday, and he stopped because the violence was going away. So, and then all of a sudden, in this last week, we get this heat wave, and we get all this gang violence out of nowhere. Well, it's not really out of nowhere, but it's just like.
City Heights, some stuff in Chula Vista, some stuff in Barrio Logan, and my stomping grounds are Chula Vista. So I wish there was more that the community could do and come together and do some stuff. So
we really need to, because it's weird. Because I saw what hurt me a lot yesterday was when I saw KUSI put this story out, and then I was reading people's comments on Facebook, and I know. People listening to me right now are gonna be like, Stuart, I told you to stay away from people's comments. I know I should, but I wanted to see what the community wanted to say about this, and it really, I almost wanted to cry because of the fact that so many people were just so quick to say, line up all the gangsters and shoot them, just kill them all, blow up Southeast San Diego, do this. It's like, wow, what makes you so much different than them?
You know what? I think. Life is about second chances.
Right.
And if you were to ask me, my life has been about second, third, fourth, and sixth, seventh, eighth chances. And as far as spiritually, Jesus has always given us more chances. But who are we to say that this person can't change?
Right.
This last weekend, Mitchie Slick was at Lincoln Park, and he just did a community give back, and they were giving out electronics and giving out food and giving out all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's something that Mitchie Slick, helped bring the community together and go, hey man, now I want to do something good.
It's about time.
And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and a lot of people think that, hey, it's about time. Dude, I love Mitchie, dude. And I did his first music video.
Is that right?
Tribulation Station. So I got a long history with Mitchie, and it was sad to hear when he got caught up, up in the Bay Area. But maybe that was a wake-up call. Maybe it was something. But it's good to see. Hey, whether it's religious or not, like you're doing something good. Cool.
It is good to see that.
Keep it up. You know what I'm saying? And it's when you reach a certain level of popularity or you've got influence in the community, check yourself. What are you doing with your influence? What are you doing with your popularity or your celebrityness, your whatever that word is, with your fame? What are you doing with it? Because even like Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying, with much power comes much responsibility.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's really true, man. Because I remember I was thinking, I was actually thinking about this a couple weeks ago. I was like, it'd be really good to see people like Mitchie Slick or people that are the crown princes of, Southeast San Diego that could actually step up and actually do something positive for the community. Because, I mean,
I'm glad it was him.
Yeah, it really, because there's really not another person that has as much rep as him. Yeah. You know what I mean? That could have stood up and done something.
And someone that can carry Southeast on the back.
Right. I mean, he's rapped with E40 and all these,
He's been there and done it. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And, I'm gonna reach out to him and thank him for doing that. And just, he's I think you kind of reach a certain level of I guess, trouble that you can get into where it's like, man, it's catching up, And hopefully, I don't know the reasons behind it or whatever. I'm just glad that he did it.
Yeah, and that's really what matters the most. You know what I'm saying?
And,
who cares what his ulterior motive might be? You know what I'm saying? The fact that he's actually giving back to the community is a beautiful blessing.
And I know April 11th, Dennis, and he's got a whole group of people that they're going to be doing the Southeastern Division X-Fest.
Yes.
They got April 11th, and it's going to be a whole other crazy positive event. just with all the violence and everything that's going on, they're bringing in everything from lowriders, graffiti artists. They got a Danny Boy from House of Pain.
Oh, sweet.
They got all kinds of stuff, man. Skaters, BMX, freestyle motocross stuff. I mean, it's gonna be nuts. They got San Diego PD is gonna be there, just trying to reconnect with the community.
Yeah.
And, it's that's not my event, but it's something that's coming out of the training center.
It's a much needed event at a much needed time right now. You know what I mean? In a much needed place in San Diego.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be at the Jackie Robinson YMCA.
Yeah, YMCA. Or, yeah, I think I believe so. Yeah. So to me, I'm just glad that some people dare go into those neighborhoods to do that. Man. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm hoping to put together something else. The South Bay, my stomping grounds. Love that neighborhood, man, to kind of empower the community.
And we really, because I mean, a lot of people are paying attention right now to Southeast San Diego, as they should be. But South Bay also needs a lot of love. That's where a lot of the statistics are showing a lot of the drive-by shootings are happening in the Paradise Hills, Otay Mesa, and all those in all those areas. And that's just like, I know if you listen to the interview we did with Lucky Tutis Morales, he's got his opinion on Chicano violence and why drive-by shootings are not allowed. Shouldn't be allowed, or not. There's an unwritten law why they're not allowed. But it's just kind of crazy how those numbers are so big in those areas, and we're not. If you really look at the funded community organizations, there's really not a lot of things down in South Bay. So it's like, when are we going to start picking up that community? And it's really great that you're back down here.
And what's crazy is, just that you say that, statistically, I was speaking to one of the professors at San Diego State, and she put together this little art event over and showed the stuff that they're having. This was a couple years back, and I got a chance to just talk to her, like, hey, man, from your side, why'd you do this? And she was saying that she was at one of the meetings at San Diego State, and they wanted to do a lot more in some of the communities to promote art.
Yeah.
And so she was like, okay, well, why don't we do something, show this to a national city, whatever. And they all kind of chuckled, and they said, well, that art is dead in south of 54. There's nothing to offer south of 54. And she was like, oh, yeah? Well, watch this. So she put this street art, not street, but she blocked off one of the streets and did an art event.
But to say nothing south of the 54. It's like, come on, have you not seen downtown Chula Vista and the beauty there?
So I'm like, you know what, man? Like, I think I want to do something to empower south of 54, and so it's something we want to do in Modesto, and I'm still talking about doing that there, but just something to empower the community, man. And there's still a lot of gang violence there, and hooking up with PD and doing some stuff to where you can teach some of these kids to how to get a job or how to prepare yourselves to get a job. And as Latinos, our girls, our daughters are having kids at a younger age. Well, guess what? If you get pregnant at a younger age, it's going to be harder for you to go to work, and you're going to need childcare. You're going to need all these different things that come up, and it's like we can empower the community to everybody's got to hustle. Like let's teach them how to do a legit hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like even grandma's got to hustling tomatoes or hustling something like.
That's what you're saying. Looking for people that can teach them how to do. Looking for people to teach them how to have childcare at their house.
CPR, whatever. But get like maybe San Diego workforce to come out and do little job fairs and maybe get a booth where we can take suggestions and take them straight to City Hall, certain council members, and just be like, oh, this is what's going on, and going back here, like, what are we going to do to fix this?
Right. These are your voters.
Yeah. And then just try to get some police involvement. Right now with all the stuff that's going on, like they need a positive light being shined on them. And my boy Marcos from QP, his cousin got shot last year right there in Chula Vista, and right there by those taquitos and all that. And so I guess a couple months, maybe like a month or two ago, some of the people went to visit where he got shot. And they got shot at while they went to go visit the memorial, you know, and it was like, man, like there's so much going on, and some people, you know, shy away from some of that stuff, and you know, that's my stomping grounds. You know, why can't we bring in something positive there?
Right.
So nobody's really doing it in South Bay. And, you know, 92154, that's my stomping grounds. You know, South Town, but I want to do from 54 down. You know, National City, Chula Vista, IB, Cedro, all that stuff.
Yeah, San Isidro. I mean, people are definitely overlooking San Isidro and Imperial Beach and Del Sol area. Like those areas are not even.
That's my stopping ground, man. So I'm gonna try to concentrate on doing some stuff in South San Diego, and then hopefully move on to, you know, helping out, you know, do some stuff in part of Logan, whoever I have, you know, what I'm saying, like I'm down to do it. You know? So right now, you know, I'm gonna try to, you know, keep rebuilding on what we're doing with Love Thy Neighbor, and still doing the homeless outreach, and still doing all that stuff with the Quina and all that. But you know, right now I'm gonna try to.
You're being called to the places.
Yeah, you know, and just like, you know, even how we were talking about earlier, like, you know, being asked to speak and do all these things, and I get nervous. I'm like, man, I want to speak somewhere, do something, and you know, I had a chance to even speak at the prison, you know, and it was cool. But smaller groups always scare me, man, you know. So I'm like, dude, I'm trying to do it. It's just kind of scary. You know?
Get some more people.
Get a few. You know, I can stare at 20 kids and get nervous. You know, 200 kids, and I can speak. But yeah, it's been a beautiful, you know, week or two since I've been here. And, you know, I still haven't had talks with Rumble yet. I just got back from Cabo San Lucas, so.
Yeah, man, how was that?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. So I had some real tacos while I was down there.
Oh, it's cool.
It was cool, man. It was a good time. I'd never been down there before, so it's paradise.
Yeah,
paradise. I gotta go back again at some point. Gotta make that trip soon. It was awesome, man. I had a chance to go and shoot for a TV show down there, so it was cool, man. Just trying to still stay busy.
Right.
In the entertainment industry, was still crossing over and following my heart with everything else we do. So, you know, trying to juggle jobs. You know, it's what it is. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Definitely. So, you know, what can people expect to see with Love Thy Neighbor in the next couple of in the next year?
I'm still going to be doing the toy drives and stuff, but I really want to kind of solidify some programs, some more programs. So, you know, I got to meet with my boyfriend Sotelo that's out here. That he's kind of, you know, the mastermind of, you know, a lot of the stuff that's going on with nonprofits in San Diego, and you know, I can use all the help I can get. You know? So you know, I think Bo's gonna. I would love if I can get Bo to move down to San Diego and just, you know, team up and make it large. But you know, still gonna be doing the couple events here and there. Not sure which events I'm gonna keep doing, but you know, just trying to keep positive and kind of bring Love Thy Neighbor to life with everything I just learned when I was in the West.
Right.
And you know, weeding out a lot of people and a lot of influences, and just keeping it positive. I was telling myself, man, I just got rid of like 1,500 Facebook friends. You know?
Yeah.
And you know, it's not even necessarily that it was a bad thing. It was just like, yeah, I don't know you, don't interact, and trying to make room for some of the new stuff that's coming in my life.
Just clean it out.
Yeah, and then, you know, there's some people that are hitting me up personally and telling me like, hey man, now that you're pushing Christianity, I'm not gonna be your friend on Facebook anymore because I don't want to see you post. Hey, cool, man. Much love. See you.
Yeah, peace out.
I'm not even tripping, you know, but you know, there's a filtering process that went through, so I kind of want to stay there. I don't want to take, you know, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, you know. So I want to kind of keep it there and move forward with what I need, how it should be.
Yeah.
You know, not what my idea of it was, but what the vision that God gave me when it first began. So yeah, I'm gonna still keep doing the homeless outreach and hopefully do some more stuff with Tijuana and maybe some more communities. I'm from Tijuana, so to me it's a big deal. It's always been a close place in my heart to do that. But you know, got a newfound love for Modesto, so you know, I want to do some more stuff up there. And, you know, just throughout Cali, you know, and just kind of want to keep creating the movement. I had someone tell me they want to start one, because we have another one that we're trying to start in Fresno, but another chapter in Texas, and I was like, this would be crazy, you know, if we can grow it. If we can get people to keep kind of moving around. So, yeah, I'm gonna see, man. Just kind of trying to wait from that and see what's next.
So how can people get involved with you, man, if they want to get down and help out? Or
just reach out, man. Reach out to me on Facebook, or Twitter, or whatever. Or connect with Ruben Torres at Gmail.
Yeah.
Or my phone number's everywhere. I've had the same number for like 2 years or something. So just reach out, man.
he's good at emailing you back quick. I can definitely testify to that. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm in town, let's do it.
Yeah.
Email is probably the best way to get in contact with me because I'm kind of my mind's all over the place at times. But at least I know that's there. Because I get so many texts and I get caught up in that, calling back or whatever.
Right.
But I always check my emails and I already respond to that one. Yeah, man. Then we got. I think I mentioned to you a little bit too. Is Our Savior Watches. I partnered up with these guys. It's a new venture. It's going to be coming soon. They got real cool concept. We're doing some stuff. They got wood from it's wood that's mentioned in the Bible, biblical woods.
Oh, wow.
So they're getting it from Israel, shipping the wood in, and so they're making wooden bands, and it's all biblical. So it's kind of a cool concept, man. So Our Savior Watches, looking out for that too.
Definitely.
And so just trying to still be involved with this as much stuff as we can, make an impact. So hopefully we'll be doing some outreaches. Hoping to do some more stuff with Sunny for POD, doing whosoever's, be involved with some of that stuff too. So we'll see, man. I've been trying just to kind of hit the ground running when I got here in San Diego, and just gotta be wise about the avenues I take.
Right.
So I don't want to have people hit me up. Oh, Ruben, I thought you were this. I thought you were that. I do this anymore. I got my two major events I usually did was the hardwood that he had, hardwood which I get asked at least once a week. Hey, what's the next one? What's the next one?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. But the hardwood which has always been the big one. Two of them. And I was asked recently too because there's another one in LA. It's called La Huya, and it's real similar to what I did. They got some good stuff going on. I gotta go check this out. And I talked to the guy who was doing it, and I was like, dude, this is pretty much saying it's hard to lucha, but I'm like, dude, if what we do sometimes is inspiring to others who are motivated to want to do something similar to what you're doing. I'm honored, dude. I'm like, cool, man, let's do it. I'm down to support what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's a cool thing. A lot of the same artists that we promoted are on that event. So I love Lucha Libre and I love art. So I think that one is April as well. I don't remember. A lot of cool art stuff going on, man. And hopefully I can still do some of the events that I'm doing, but just kind of on a different level.
Well, I think putting together little art shows in Chula Vista area or down south would be perfect. You know what I mean? Just little small art shows. You know what I mean? Intimate sessions where people can just come and you're gonna find the real people in the community who wanna change or wanna do something or looking for something more positive or productive to do with themselves, man. Because statistically it shows, every counseling class and everything that I've ever done in school, statistics show us that 95% of the people that we work with are never going to change. They're never, they're going to continue to do drugs. They're going to continue to do that. But that 5% is who you're working for.
Those are crazy stats.
It's crazy stats. Crazy stats. What it's saying, for instance, for drug and alcohol, it's saying that don't let yourself get down when they relapse because it's going to take them about 15, 20 times before they actually wake up and say, damn, okay.
Yeah, sometimes.
And sometimes when you're stuck in, I look at it the same way as if you're stuck in the streets, that shit's it's the same thing. Sometimes you need to get locked up a couple times before you realize, damn.
You gotta hit rock bottom, man. Yeah. And so for some people, it just takes one time. But the way I look at it, man, is bring it back to art. You look at that mosaic, a mosaic piece of art. And what it is it's a bunch of broken pieces that are brought together to make a beautiful piece of art.
Right.
And I think sometimes we need to be broken. We need to be at that place of brokenness for God to come and fix you and to turn your broken life into a beautiful piece of art. And I think for a lot of us, that's what we need, at times. So, some people need to get to that rock bottom, and they need to hit that brokenness to be able to be molded and shaped into something else.
Right.
And if that's what the 5% is, man, then I'll fight for that 5%.
That's what I'm saying, right? And see, here's another thing too, man. It's like, let's look at it this way. Majority of art, like beautiful art, sometimes it comes through pain, right? You know what I'm saying? So let's say instead of somebody calling you a bitch and then you go and like fight them or something like that, you go and make this killer picture, you know what I'm saying? Or this killer canvas, and next thing you know, you're a millionaire because of it. It's like, damn, I just turned your words into my money. Like,
it's funny, man, that you say that, because I hear stories of stuff that happens at the training center, and there's people sometimes that, because they're coming down or whatever their situation is mentally, or just their involvement in, like, gang involvement or whatever, there's a certain part of you that, I gotta be hard, and
chest out always.
Yeah, I haven't been in that situation where anybody's fronted on me like that yet, but I have had to diffuse some situations where I just come above, like, hey, bro, cool, hey, you want to yell or you want to talk? And then I actually haven't done this in a long time, but there was an older gentleman that he just kind of yelling at someone else, and I just kind of sat with them, and I was just hearing, I didn't say a word. And I said, hey, man, sounds like you got a lot of stuff in your chest. Mind if I pray with you? He looked at me all kind of like, what? And I think it diffused the whole situation, because if somebody wants to pray for you and pray with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, your guard's not up anymore. It's like, man, what? Are you serious? And dude, I'm never that dude. Like, I don't walk around, praying and praying on people or whatever. But I think there's a time and place for that stuff, and that was the time.
That was a tool you had in your tool bag.
Yeah, and so I pulled that out and diffused the whole situation. And
I think another thing about that too, man, is that, and what's beautiful about that is that you were saying you were sitting with him as he was yelling at somebody else or whatever, and it's like, when you said that to him, it probably freaked him out because you didn't feed off his energy. His energy was like,
and I'm like, dude, you can call people names all day long, but bottom line is, I'm gonna go home and sleep in my own house, my own bed, and if you mess up and you leave here, then you might have to go back to prison.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference. You really want to do this? I don't want you to leave this place. I don't want you to leave. I want to see transformation. I want to see God work in your life, and I want to see you restore your family and relationship with your kids. So, man, you can yell till your face turns blue, but bottom line is it doesn't have to be that way. So it's fine. It's fine another way. And honestly, most of the time, it's not even the event, like whatever it was that just happened. It's something. It's a deeper issue.
Yes, a lot of things that build up, and that one thing is what diffused, what got it going.
So it's like, man, what are you really pissed off at? Are you pissed off at the fact that you're here? Well, let's talk about that. Or something you did, or is there unforgiveness, or is there, the guy was just, he was like, hey, well, I was kind of hoping my family was going to come visit.
Right.
I said, well, cool, man. Like, then that's the problem right there, man. Is there anything I can do? Do you want me to call them? What else is there? You know what I'm saying? So,
And see, that's because instantly when you started saying that, I instantly started thinking that's not only in these rehabilitation centers. You know what I'm saying? That's everywhere. That's life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when people, for instance, we don't know what the hell really happened with these murders this past week, but for instance, do you think that it wasn't whatever was going on between them? Something else was, you know what I'm saying, bothering those individuals for them to do something like
deeper,
that.
Deeper. And, even like when we do the homeless outreaches and we do all this stuff, man, I think a lot of people, they don't care how much you know about the Bible. They don't care how much you know about schooling or how educated you are. They don't care how much you know. They want to know how much you care. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. And so it's like, man, like, don't come at me with Bible scripture. This is how just some people think. Come at me with some love. and then I'll listen to you quote scripture to me. Then you can preach the Bible.
That's exactly how I was when I was younger, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, sometimes it just takes, loving out people, and then you can share that. So to me, sometimes you just gotta take a different approach and stuff. And it's funny because my mentor was telling me, he was like, dude, I'll always preach the gospel, always preach the Bible. Sometimes use words. You know what I'm saying? It's like people are looking at your actions. People are looking at what you do. And what's crazy is, I was in Cabo San Lucas, and it's a big party town. There's spring break going on. So we go out to dinner. It's a whole crew of us, from a TV show, and I'm sure it's easy to get caught up in the midst of all the madness. Small crew of us, and so we're like, dude, we're having dinners, and we're just chilling at the spot. And then I see this guy keep looking at me, and I'm like, dude, I hope this dude's not trying to start beef or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so I was just like, cool, man, we're just gonna finish up and bounce out. So I think we're asking for the room out. And everything there is on like this main strip, so it's like everything there is a party. It doesn't matter where you go, it's
party's there. Yeah.
So the guy comes up and he's like, hey man, Ruben Torres? Yeah, man. I'm like, strip. I'm like,
what the heck?
And he's like, I don't know if you remember, man, but you helped me out. He's dude, he had cancer. And we helped him out at one of our events, raising some money for his cancer treatment. And I was like, oh, dude, yeah, I do remember, man. He's like, yeah, dude, my wife worked. He's like, cancer free. Just wanted you to know that. So I thought I recognized you, and I wanted to come up and say thank you because I haven't seen you or talked to you since then. But just wanted to say thank you for everything, whatever. And I was just like blown away. Like even in Cabo San Lucas, I ran into somebody that I didn't even expect. But I say all that to say like okay, imagine if I would have let my guard down and I'm out there just being stupid,
right?
Acting a fool.
This dude's dogging me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Acting a fool, and then someone like that you had a positive influence on to be like, nah, man, that dude's fake. I seen that dude up on all these girls, or I seen him on, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, he just got his wife back and he's getting married, all this stuff. But I seen him in Cabo San Lucas being a bad example, and he's over here talking about loving that neighbor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, that's where I get back to what Bo was telling me, like, dude, like it's about action, not about your words, because you can talk all day long, but if people are watching you, it's about your actions. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out in Cabo San Lucas thinking, I don't know a soul out here, dude. It's all good.
What you just said reminded me. I have a friend who, he was. I haven't talked to him in a couple of years, so I'm hoping he's still doing good. But he was pimping, like real pimping. He bought a house in Temecula. Actually had a house built in Temecula. Was doing some major stuff. But once he lost all of his prostitutes or whatever, once he went to jail and all his prostitutes went away, he lost everything. You know what I'm saying? And he would always sit there and tell me, man, he was like, dude, easy come, easy go, easy come, easy go. It's like, you know what my downfall was? And I was always be like, what, man? Because I want to know, you know what I mean? Like that, this is the type of stuff that I'm interested in. I want to know what your downfall is so I can prevent doing stuff from like that in my life. And he was like, because of the simple fact that I never took action. I always mouthed. I had the mouthpiece. The mouthpiece all day. I could talk my way into anything, but you know what? Sometimes you talk yourself into a situation, and you don't know the tools to get out. And I was like, damn, dude. Like coming from somebody who paid $500,000 to have a house built, always had the nice ass car. Somebody as a youngster, you were like, that's I want to be like him. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, that's and the real advice you actually get from him is something that's just like, wow. Like, because when you think about it, mouthpiece, that's a pen. But the action, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a big deal, man, because we're just talking about, man, speaking in front of crowds, speaking, doing all that stuff, and yeah, man, I'm blessed to be able to get friends with people and speak and do some stuff. But if what I'm saying isn't lining up with my actions, then it's all for naught. It's all for naught. You can say all you want, you can quote Bible scripture, you can do what you want. You can turn around that same day and be completely the opposite person. And
And it'll be so funny
that
that day is the day that somebody you know was walking by you and saw it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what people are in Cabo San Lucas.
Right, right.
I don't know anybody.
I'm on vacation right now.
Yeah, I let my hair down, and all of a sudden, like, you know, this guy comes up and he's like, "Hey, man, I just want to say thank you for,
Right.
you know, for your prayers, for helping me out, my family, you know, needed, you know,
That's beautiful.
needed some, you know, cancer treatment, some chemo, whatever, and you know, I'm cancer free now. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, like what if I would have gotten crazy or gotten wild or done whatever? And these people that I didn't even know were there, but they were like looking at me and they were, you know what I'm saying? Like,
did you call Bodo and tell him afterwards? Like, yo, this is what happened?
No, I got to tell them that. So, you know, it's just one of those things that I was like, man, I was just proud that I actually had the strength to not go crazy.
Right.
But, you know, just trying to be a better example, man. My kids going to be down. And, you know, it's just, you know, motivation changes. You know, and now, you know, it's just, you know, just want my family back. I'm just trying to be daddy again. You know, before you're talking to me, you know, 2 years ago, it's like, you know, I'm gaining my name, I'm gaining, you know, some different kind of connections. And I had a birthday party that was sponsored by Belvedere Vodka, and you know all this stuff. And I'm, you know, in Hollywood all the time doing all this cool stuff. But you know, at the end of the night, it's just emptiness. You know, and no matter how many girls you're with, how many fun you get, no matter what that carpet you're able to sneak onto or do whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was like it's just all empty, man. And now I just want to do some stuff that's gonna make my kids proud. And you know, I have 2 teenagers. And, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different twist on it.
Different way of looking at life.
Yeah. So
different ways.
yeah, and you know, everything's perception. You know, how you look at it. And I'm just trying to change the way I look at stuff. And, you know, just trying to get involved in the industry and trying to help be a part of doing positive change in the cities around. Whatever's got, you know, God's calling me to do, I'm trying to be obedient to do it.
Yeah.
And that was part of me moving to Modesto. I felt like God told me to do that. And I was like, what the heck do you want me to do with Modesto? You know what I'm saying? Like this, you know what I'm saying? It was just
Modesto.
Are you serious? You're telling me the armpit of California? Like, what do you want me to do? You know, and I think it was just kind of more like just one of those tests. Like, I just want to see if you're going to be obedient.
Right.
And so, you know, through that, I was able to, you know, work stuff out. My addicts with me, getting married back in San Diego.
Very nice.
You know, all this, you know, all this cool stuff that, you know, just restoring my relationship with my kids, and you know, them, you know, seeing what we all went through. Dad's in San Diego, mommy's up here. You know, it's just one of those things, man. Like, you know, I got friends that are going through some of the same pain, man. It's hard to tell people that, hey, it's going to be okay. When
you're still working on it.
Yeah,
yourself.
and they may not have the same outcomes,
right? Which
is heartbreaking, you know. But you know, I wish I could just hug someone and tell them, dude, everything's going to be okay.
Right.
But you know,
sometimes it won't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But
it's not the same.
But it won't for just that situation.
Yeah,
it's not like life is over.
Yeah, life ain't over, man. And the thing is sometimes God allows you to go through some pain, so you can turn that pain into a purpose.
He wants you to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
To help someone else.
Right.
You know? So, you know, it's taking it day by day and just trying to get my feet planted back here in the hometown. Do something positive, man, and keep loving my community.
Yeah.
You know, so, and you know, at the same time, trying to, you know, searching out for different churches here, trying to, you know, there's a lot of good spots, a lot of good churches.
You hit up the Rock yesterday, right?
Yeah, I went to the Rock San Isidro. It was pretty awesome, man. But you know, it's the video of Pastor Miles in Point Loma.
Okay.
And so they do have pastors there, but you know, you're watching what's going on in Point Loma. It's something a little different than what I'm used to. I heard there's even like in Vegas, there's like a hologram of a pastor, you know, because it's one of those same satellite things.
Right.
And I'm just like, man, like, I want some one-on-one with the pastor. You know, I don't.
Even though a hologram would be cool to check out.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I'm like, man, I don't know if if that's necessarily the place for me. Even though I love Pastor Moss. You know, I used to go to Cornerstone, so that might be a place I end up too. But you know, I just want to make sure that I check out all these different places. And it's not about me anymore. It's about my kids. So I want to make sure there's something that's close by, good programs for the kids, because it's ultimately I want them to stay plugged in. You know, at the church I have over in Tesla, it's like, man, I haven't been to a church that good in such a long time. Where the pastor's just on point, where I know him personally, where my kids love to go.
Right.
My daughter wants to be there every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday.
It's funny how, like, in the smaller communities, you know what I'm saying, or as you call it, the armpit of California, you know what I mean?
Something so beautiful going on, and the pastor's so on point, and you know, honestly, that was one of the biggest reasons that I wanted to stay in the church. You know what I'm saying? It may sound stupid, man, but it's like when you're being fed,
right,
you know, so well, it's different. You know, it feels up to me. I've been going to, there's a Pastor David Jeremiah out in I want to say he's got a huge church. I want to say it's like 6,000 people. And you shout him out. But, you know, you look out, because he's on TV and stuff too, and you look out in the audience, and a bunch of gray hairs. Like, it's all older crowd, you know. And, you know, I'm like, you know, I wish I could go there because I love his teaching, but my kids aren't going to connect there. You know?
Yeah, that's not their cup of tea. Yeah.
So, you know, it's just one of those things, man. It's got to be about the kids.
Right.
Just want to make sure we make the right decision for them. You know, I'll learn on my own, however else I want to learn, but, you know, it's about them right now. Just making different life decisions, you know. So,
Ruben, before I let you go, man, is there any final words of wisdom you want to put out there to the community? You know, we got a lot of pain going on in San Diego right now.
Man, I don't know if I can say all this, man. To me, you know, I know what happened in my life and what caused me to turn and to run to Jesus. But Jesus heals, man. He fixes situations that sometimes we feel are you know, so broken that it can't be repaired. You know, and my life is I'm a walking miracle. You know what I'm saying? Everything I've gone through in my life, sometimes I've taken longer than I needed to run back to Christ and just be like, dude, I need you to fix this, right? I need some help here. But you know, I'm not trying to get religious because I hate that word, spirit. But man, you know, talk to me, hit me up, man. I'll share with you some stuff that's going on that God's done or He's doing in my life. And, you know, big things is restoration of the family and just, you know, separated, divorced, and getting back together. That's a miracle in itself.
Right.
You know? But it's I think, man, the only thing I can say is just, you know, give people Jesus, man. I don't know what other angle to hit it, you know.
No, that's good, man.
But it's that's what it is, man. Like, I can sit here and try to preach all day long. It's not about that, man. It's just, man, fall in love with Jesus, and everything else fall in place. You know, I've had people hit me up about, oh, you know, why do you let these lesbian girls come help you out when you do your events, or how come you know you hang out with these guys or they're drug dealers or whatever it may be. And I'm just like, dude, who cares? Dude, like, I'm not called to judge. I'm called to love. That's what we're supposed to do, right? So who cares about all this? The thing is, let them fall in love with Jesus, and Jesus will fix that.
Right.
I don't care if you're gay or if you're not following, or if you're drug dealing, whatever. Like, I don't care about that. I'm just here to love on you. Period. That's it. That's what it is. I don't care if you do drugs or done drugs or whatever it is, or you're a pan or whatever, dude. Like, I'm just here to love on you.
Right.
Like, and you know, I say fall in love with Jesus, and He'll tell you what you should be doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
let Him be the judge.
Yeah, I'm not here for that.
Right.
I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm just here to love on people, man. Whether you accept that from me or not, then that's on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And again, man, you know, I'm not going to apologize to anybody for my life decisions and the path I'm going down now. It has caused some people, whether it's on Facebook or whatever, to talk negatively and to lose, you know, faith, friendship or whatever it is.
Right.
I'm kind of thankful for that because it's God's way of filtering people out of my life. Hey, man, cool, you chose that. But you know, it's not even about that anymore, man. And you know, I'm still, you know, trying to kind of get back into the mix and see who's going to accept me or not. You know, but it's all good, man. Like, it's all love. There's a lot of people that are like, hey, man, I'm proud that you're doing this now because, you know, I backslid and it's good to see you doing this. And, you know, I got my boy, he goes by Eddie Haskell now, but Guzzle, I don't know if you remember Guzzle, he's from right there in the time.
Okay.
And super dope hip hop artist, and now he's walking with the Lord again. And I'm kind of hyped just to connect with him again.
Right.
And make some stuff happen. I've been waiting to get back in the music industry with someone that I can stand my name on and say, I believe in what he's doing.
Right. No, I know that.
You got great Christian hip hop artists that being nominated for Grammys.
Yeah.
McCrae, I think, got 2 Grammys like this past Grammys. So to me, I'm like, dude, like it can happen.
Right.
So, you know, now I'm like, man, I just want to surround myself with people that get it. You know,
Yes.
that get it now. So, you know, man, I'm not gonna apologize.
Just choose love, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I'm not gonna apologize for who I am or who God is allowing me to become. But this way, man, much love. And if you guys want to talk to me, hit me up. You know, I hope that we still have the same kind of impact in the community. And you know, maybe now.
Hey, get at him, ladies and gentlemen. Ruben Torres, connected with Ruben Torres at gmail.com.
Connect to RubenTorres.com, LoveThyNeighbor.com.
Yes.
We got a lot of cool stuff. It's going to be happening through the Love Thy Neighbor stuff. So check that out, please. And follow us, Twitter, all that good stuff.
Facebook, Twitter. You got the Instagram cracking?
Instagram's cracking. So
okay.
Hit us up.
And ladies and gentlemen, what I gathered from this interview today, after those of you on YouTube just saw me right now, just throw the microphone off the desk. But what I gathered from this interview today.
We're on YouTube too?
Yeah, we're on YouTube. We're all over.
Is that what this is over here?
Yes, sir. We're connected.
I didn't see that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what I gathered from this interview right here was, out of everything that's going on, all the pain, all the suffering that's going on in our community right now, we just got to find love. You got to first choose to love yourself before you can. And then after you find love for yourself, then you can go spread love through the world. And however you find it, it doesn't matter whether it's through Jesus or your own personal spiritual growth. You just got to find it. First, love yourself. Today was a great episode with my friend Ruben Torres. I really hope, and I actually challenge each and every one of you listening to reach out to him. This dude can impact your life. I promise you that.
That's an honor, man. It's a blessing to hear that. Thank you for having me back. I know we had technical difficulties last time.
He's back, but back for the first time for you listeners.
Right. So I appreciate that, man, and keep doing what you guys do. And that's a good thing, positivity in the community. And hopefully I'll be joining you guys, man, doing some more stuff.
Yeah, we got to make it happen.
So let's see what happens. I know, that's one thing that's always been special. A special place in my heart has been radio.
Yeah.
I had 2 radio shows in the past that I was close to. So hopefully I'm behind the mic again doing some stuff. And
I got the platform for you.
Yeah. So let's connect. We'll talk about that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this was Thrivecast.net, and this is Stuart Joseph saying I hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday.
Word. Let's do that, man.